Dear friends, many of us may know the story of Helen Keller, who was deaf, dumb, and blind by birth. To the world, she was a nuisance. However, a teacher helped her overcome her deficiency to be an effective person in the eye of the world. She became a very renowned person through her works. Being physically efficient, we may not truly know the exact plight and suffering of the people who are differently abled. When a person can't hear, a lot of doors in the normal world slam shut. Conversing with someone is next to impossible. After a while, they feel isolated, lonely, ignored, and abandoned. Today's gospel narrates an instance where Jesus heals a person who is deaf and mute. He gives an insight into how the deaf and mute man felt after Jesus healed him. For the first time, he felt a part of life. Why did Jesus heal the deaf and dumb man? Why did he unplug his ear and restore his speech? Today's first reading gives an answer to it. When Messiah comes, Isaiah says, the deaf will hear, and those who cannot speak will shout for joy. This incident of healing also tells us that Jesus is a compassionate person. Jesus takes the man off, away from the crowd, because he shows real compassion for him. He shows real sensitivity to his situation, because deaf man would not understand if Jesus asked him any question in public. Jesus did not want to put him in awkward situation. The healing of the deaf-mute is a source of hope for people like you and me. Many of us are not physically deaf and dumb, but spiritually. An example will enlighten us. A mother and father were visiting their daughter who was seriously ill in the hospital. The mother began to cry and told the father, "I don't know what is happening to me. 10 years ago, I could pray for our daughter from deep within my heart. I would have been able to talk to God about her. I would have been able to hear God tell me, 'Don't worry.' Now I can't pray anymore. I can't hear God any longer. I feel I have become spiritually deaf and dumb." The story depicts a situation that many of us can relate to. We too find hard to pray as we used to do. What can you do? We find the answer in today's gospel. We can find out Jesus, go off with him away from the crowd, and spend time in his healing presence. More concretely, set aside a few minutes for daily prayer. Let Jesus do for us what he did for the deaf and dumb man. Pray that may our spiritual deafness and dumbness be healed. Amen.